folks, welcome back to week 3 of Don and Slick's Picks. That's right, Slick, red fucking hot.
Let's go, baby.
Red fucking hot in our primetime picks. We're in consensus, both picks. Every pick. We were worried. We're like, this is getting kind of spooky.
Dangerous.
Getting a little weird.
Living on the wild side.
Yeah, but when you're locked in, you got it. We went 7-1. Only one we missed was a Sunday night total. Everything else nailed. Just an incredible week all around. Now, people are going to say the Luscious Lock, the Slick Special. Those both lost.
Came up short.
Yeah. Luscious Lock, I don't want to talk about it. That was Broncos' game to win.
Slick Special, I knew I never should have trusted Aaron Rodgers in the first place.
Yeah, and I already talked about it on Trainwreck today. What the fuck is leveraging? I don't know. They miss a 60-yard kick. Everyone thinks the game's over. The NFL or Vegas, someone makes a call and says, nope, move them up 15 yards. But you know what? Let's get the bad beats out of the way early. And let's not dwell on any negativity because we got the Buffalo Bills playing at home Thursday night. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. Yeah, vibes can't get higher. Spread minus 12.5. Huge favorites for Buffalo. Over under 49.5, though. A little higher than I think for what Vegas is going to think is a blowout. What do you think of this game?
Short and simple. The Bills are going to squish the fish in prime time, as they always do. Give me the Bills minus 12.5. I think they cover that easily, but I think not a lot of points on the Dolphins front. Mike McDaniel's going to be on the major hot seat after this game. Under 49.5 points, but the Bills cover by a wide margin on Thursday Night Football. What you got, Don?
All right, well, I gotta pick the Bills. Minus 12.5, kind of a sketchy number. Makes me a little nervous. Again, this is one that's almost too obvious. I think everybody's going to be all over the Bills, but until the Dolphins show me something, I can't trust them to go on the road and cover with a spread like this. Over under, I'm going to differentiate from you, though. I'm going to go over on this only because I could see mid-third quarter Bills backups being in if this goes as planned, and just some garbage time points from the Dolphins that don't really matter. Some pride points, as they call it, to make the game seem not as tilted as it was. So, yeah, give me Bills spread. Give me the over, and yeah, as long as the Bills spread win, we're good.
Riding high, baby.
Yeah.
Next on the docket, we got Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs going into New Jersey to take on the 0-2 Giants, Don. Thoughts on the Chiefs being 6-point favorites in MetLife, despite also being 0-2, Don?
Well, I think the Chiefs have played two great teams, in the Chargers and the Eagles. The Giants, I'm a little surprised because they hung with the Cowboys last week. Honestly, the Cowboys kind of stole one. What was it, 64-yard kick to send it to overtime from the Cowboys. 45.5 points. You know what? I'm going to start with the total because that seems like the easiest thing. I think this is a snoozer. 45.5. I think this goes way under. I think this barely sniffs 35 even. I think we have like a 17-16, 17-13 type of game on our hands. Now, both those scores, I said, were within the 6 points. So I'm, believe it or not, going to take the Giants at home. I think there's trouble in Chiefs country. I think they're not getting along. The vibes are kind of low that way. You don't ever want to totally count out the Chiefs. They've showed us time and time again that they can right the ship. But I'm taking the Giants plus 6, and I'm taking the under.
The Chiefs knew that they were trouble when they walked in to MetLife. Although I'm going to have to go against you on the spread, Don. I agree with the snoozer going 45.5 under on those points. Think there's not a lot of points to this game. Not a lot of things go on, but I do have the Chiefs covering. Give me like a 17-6 win for the first win of the Chiefs season, and they come out of MetLife. Happy that they finally got a win.
All right. This might be one to look to for a possible prop. You know, Kelsey's been struggling. I feel like if you're looking for anybody to have a comeback game, it's him. But keep your eyes out. We might post some props on the timeline. And then we're headed over to Monday night, the good old Monday night primetime slot. This is going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to honestly, compared to all the primetime games, this has definitely got to have the most hype. We got the Detroit Lions coming to Baltimore, playing the Ravens. Ravens are -5. Not totally surprised by that, but we'll see. Over under 52.5. Huge over under. Slick, where we sit with this one?
To me, the Lions are back. They seem to find their mojo last week, even though they weren't playing stiff competition. I actually think the Lions are going to go into Baltimore here and cover 5. I think this could be a 1 field goal game, Don, as close as it may seem. And then give me the over 52.5. Ravens putting up 40 in the first week. Lions putting up 50 last week. I think we're in for a high-scoring game, and it might come down to the final possession.
I'm liking what I'm hearing. I mean, I'm going to start with what I think is the bet of the week, other than my luscious lock, which I would pick this if it wasn't a primetime spot. This over, 52.5. I think this soars over again, like you said, Ravens. Offense is cooking. Lions have proven their defense isn't really great. I think Ravens tear them up, but I think their offense can also keep pace. I think, this is going to soar over easily, and I also like the Lions keeping it close. They have to stack some wins, and I don't think they win, but I think 5 points. I feel great getting more than a field goal on this Monday night slot. So give me Lions +5 over 52.5, and it may have taken us all the way till Monday, but we got our first consensus pick. Consensus pick 7-1 last week, so that might be your spot of the weekend, folks. And you know what else is a great spot to be in? Luscious Lock, 0-2. Bad beat. Everything in me wanted to go back to the Colts and fade them again. They're playing the Titans, but I said, you know what? It's like a bad ex-girlfriend. I can't keep going back to him. I got to move on until some things change. I got to change it up, and I'm going to a team that I know you're kind of a soft fan of. San Francisco 49ers. They're hosting the Cardinals at home. Now I know they got injuries. They're not the same powerhouse of a team they might have used to be. I don't think the Cardinals are that great either. I think this is definitely kind of a pick'em spot. 49ers -1.5. I think they win this game, go to 3-0. This is kind of the matchup of two teams that are 2-0, that your NFC West conference. It's kind of going to be a bloodbath in there with the 49ers, Rams, and Cardinals all 2-0 in there. But I think the 49ers are coming out as the best competition against the Rams. Give me the 49ers -1.5, and hopefully we're getting out of this slump, starting 0-2 and on the right track. But I want to hear what we're going to pair it with the main course, what is going to bring home the bacon, the steak, the sausage, all of that, the Wagyu. What is the Slick special?
Well, Don, I'm glad the Luscious Lock didn't go in its original direction, because the Slick Special is throwing an absolute heater onto this plate, entailing the Indianapolis Colts -3.5 in their first game on the road in Tennessee. The Titans haven't shown that they can do this. I think the Colts show that they are the real deal. At least squeak one more cover here on the road, and micro-analytics go full into play when Danny Dimes is lighting up Tennessee.
I love it. JT, Danny Dimes, this might have been the match made in heaven they've both been waiting for. Sounds like a slate full of winners. But folks, thanks so much for watching the show. Make sure you're following along. We got
@_71slick.
There we go. And then @DeathByContent for Donnie Dreamboat. Follow DDZ. Follow Trainwreck Sports. Bet responsibly. Only bet what you can lose. And everybody, have a good week. And it's been Don and Slick's Picks. See you next time.